Well, we have a project that came up out of the blue, and that's a Craftsman DY4500 with a Intech 21 horsepower. And the issue here is it's a friend's tractor, and he's blowing some smoke. I'm thinking head gasket, but we're going to carve into it. Doesn't look like it was a overheating problem. Doesn't look like we have a lot of oil. So let's take a look. Okay. So here's the model number of this Briggs. 331877. And the typical symptoms were smoke and using oil. We're going to carve into this. We're going to take the cylinder head off, take off the muffler bracket, and take off the intake, and we'll get back to you. Alright, so on these motors, this is kind of still hot. You just give this exhaust pipe a little twist, and it comes right out. And that'll give us clearance for the head. Oh, forgot, there's going to be some oil. We're going to have to put something under that. We'll start dripping. Everything's looking really good in here. We're not at top dead center or anything, but everything looks really clean. How's that for a valve cover? I mean, this thing looks hardly even used. I really wonder how old it is. I know we bought it new, but I don't know if you can see that, but the marker is still on the valve head there. So yeah, it's hardly used. Hardly used, and it's already burned through a head gasket, at least we think. Pole vault impact wrench has just decided to stop working. Yep. Well, I'm disappointed about my Cobalt impact wrench. I really didn't use it a lot, and I think that thing is done. It will not turn. Alright, let's take a look. Head gasket? Yeah. See all that black oil there? That's not what you want. That's how we know we have, most likely, a blown head gasket. This motor is in great shape. I mean, there's no fuzz, there's no grass caught in the fins. It really looks like a new engine, and that's a lot of fun to work on. There we go. Alright, we're just going to pull this out. We don't want to lose those push rods. Oh yeah, definitely. So we got two push rods here. The intake valve and the exhaust valve, and they are definitely, you can't mistake them based on weight. This thing weighs next to nothing, and this is really a heavy rod. So I'm going to make sure that these are not bent, and just inspecting them and rolling them together in my hands, they are in great shape. So here we can see we already were able to diagnose. We started with smoke coming out of the muffler, a light coating of smoke. We saw the spark plug that was coated in oil, and now we can see the blown head gasket, and that's our problem right there. So we have a significant amount of oil on the piston, which we'll clean up. We'll get this gasket off, and we can see all the oil that is blown through into, you can actually see right there how it's blown right through the seal. So we have the parts that just arrived from Amazon. head gasket cylinder head, 794114. The gasket's now on. It's sitting on the two pegs that allow you just to put it on there to hold it, and we're now going to be putting the head back on. Put it the right way. Get this, that fell off. Need another hand. The head has been torqued down to 18 foot-pounds. Now what we've done is I've loosened up the roller, the rocker arms, and I'm going to put those on, attach those. There's a small hex in here. I believe it's a 15 or a 20. And what we're going to do, we've loosened that so this allows the main nut to spin. So we've loosened that up so this will come out a little further. We'll attach this, and then we'll start readjusting our valves. The intake valve is set at 3 thousandths and the exhaust valve is set at 5 thousandths. So I wasn't able to do this on camera, so you're gonna have to trust me on this, but the intake I did at 3 thousandths, and oh, let me just get that in there. It was at, there we go. Oh, there we go. There we go. Nice and, there you go. 3 thousandths. And then the other one, the exhaust, I did at 5. So I'll show you that. There's 5. And we'll, that feels good there. So we got that all set. You put a bolt on this and then you adjust the inner screw, holding the bolt steady at your location that you want. We're ready to put the valve cover back on and then fire it up. So, and then we're going to change the oil. Give it some choke. We're going to let this warm up. I'm going to burn off any oil that is in that muffler, get this good and hot, then we're going to change the oil. Sounds pretty good though. We're going to have a discussion with my friend on how to put a oil filter on. This is my cast aluminum oil filter wrench, and you can see I broke it trying to get this off. That is amazing what I had to do to get that off. And what I had to use was an old monkey wrench, plumber's wrench, to get it off. It was that tight. Alright, that's going to do it for this project on how to change your blown head gasket and how to take care of adjustment of your valves on an overhead valve engine. Pretty much the same thing for all Briggs and Tecumseh. Some of the Kohlers, most of the Kohlers are hydraulic valves, so you don't have to adjust them. I want to thank everybody for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. This one's going back to my buddy, and hope everybody has a great day. We'll see you in the next video.